Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, I'm going to be jumping into the data mine and taking a look at a couple things that the data miner dropped in the last few days. One of them being a special new color for OB level, and the question I think of the day is, are we going to be getting new weapon caps in terms of OB level? Are we going to be getting, you know, changes from weapons after OB10. Now, that being said, let's jump over to the actual data mine itself. That's not the only one, but that is definitely the major kind of talking point of the day. So I'm super curious to hear what you guys have to say. I was actually alerted to this by, several of you guys in the comments. So thank you guys. It's always tough with the guild wars coming around. I know that it takes a lot of work, but honestly, it's becoming one of my most favorite aspects of the game. The entire community comes together, our guild comes together, and then all the other, the 12 other guilds in the Curseborn flagship alliance, which I think almost all of us are in the top 100 currently. If you guys are actually looking for a guild to join, you cannot join during the guild war period, but there is a link to join our Discord, the Curseborn Discord, in the description of all my videos. You're welcome to come join us. We do crash runs, we do regular co-ops. If you're ever having trouble getting a group, come and join us. You can recruit for one of our guilds, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. That being said, let's take a look at the data mine right here. So it does look like we have two new status effects, physical resist up and magical resist up. So I'm guessing this is going to be some type of alternative boss mechanic where it's not just like a physical defense buff or a magic defense buff, but some other kind of physical resistance. So I'm guessing they're adding new, I guess, mechanics into the game where it's not going to be just physical defense and magic defense breaking at this point, but physical resist breaking and magic resist breaking at the same time. We do have some provoke updates, which is cool because I would love to see tanks coming into play in Ever Crisis. I think that that's really going to change up the game in a positive way, so I would love to see that. It looks like debility and stop have new status icons. All right, so it looks like we can look at them right here. Okay, shield, which could be veil, should be making its debut soon, maybe even before patch 2.0. All right, shield would be interesting. I cannot wait to get wall. That would be a great ability to have. Enemies will have a shield gauge to display how much is remaining. Interesting. So I'm wondering if this is kind of like a bravery bar for those of you guys that have played Final Fantasy Dissidia. You have to take down the brave bar to 0 before you can actually do damage. I always felt like that would be an interesting, addition to Ever Crisis to have something like that, but it does kind of change it up. But I did always like the Dissidia battle style. Personally, I would love to see like a new age Dissidia, because I thought that the original PSP games, like the battle style and the way that it played out, I thought was great. You could basically counter anything in that game, so it really came down to skill, and I really loved Dissidia. All right, let's see. Yet another additional skill effect for additional damage. Don't ask me how this one will be different from the Buster Sword, the HP threshold, or the HP scale in weapons. Okay, so we're going to get something other than physical attack, regular attack, physical ability potency, magic ability potency, or ability potency damage, right? We're getting something else in order to raise up our damage cap. So that's going to be coming out on probably the 1-year anniversary weapons, if I had to guess. Skill effect conditions for first use, not sure if per battle or per wave, and defeat probably upon defeating an enemy. New target type for single ally, including self, so not quite sure exactly what these are, but it does look like these are the icons for magic and physical resistance. I don't know what this one is right here. This looks like stop or slow, and this looks like D ability. Now this is the main thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, right? So here the data miner says, I guess my anniversary assumption was correct. Yes, the shadow on the new star is off by a pixel. Applebot, please fix it. But as you guys can see, at base 5-star, we have a yellow golden star, right? Once you OB it, we get a red star, okay? Eventually, once you hit, I think OB6, right, going into OB10, you get this pink star. And now it looks like we have a kind of teal, cerulean, aquamarine star. Now, this is kind of the focus of this video. I'm wondering, are we going to be getting OB10 weapons? And, with the game being out this long, with a lot of these weapons, for players that have been playing since day one, for a lot of people that have OB10 weapons, anything of a dupe past that is essentially useless, right? So I think it would be interesting to, you know, have a way to improve those weapons. My kind of question is how gnarly is this going to make pulling for weapons on banners? Is this going to make pulling to OB10 a new norm for normal banners? Because if that's the case, that's going to be way gnarly. However, if they subsidize this by giving us better banners with better rates, if they give us like a blacklist instead of a wish list, right? Where we could take off weapons that we don't want to appear while also maybe increasing the size of the wish list. I don't know if that would help, but some other way to kind of, make up for the fact that now we're going to be needing more weapons than before. I don't know. I'm curious to see how this plays out. I will call it as I see it when it plays out, but I do really like this color right here. I think it would look cool for the weapons. So yeah, that being said, I think that that is going to conclude this video. Maybe I will go in and do a couple pulls right here. I just got jumped back to the main screen, so let's jump back into the main game. But I am pretty curious, what are your guys' thoughts? Are you guys keen on having OB15 weapons? Do you think that that is a positive thing for the game going forward? Do you think that, for all of us that have, let's say, the Murasame OB10, right? Which I think at this point in the game has been power crept to a good degree, right? Um, is it going to necessarily make it useful, right? And the thing is that like any of the new age weapons coming out are going to have, oh my gosh, I cannot stand these freaking pop-ups that pop up every freaking day, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to cut out my sound right now. Look, listen. There is the sound glitch in its absolute freaking terribleness. So yeah, since I have no sound, I think I'm just going to call this video as it is right here. I am curious to hear your guys' thoughts. There is some interesting stuff, to say the least, when it comes to this anniversary. But yeah, that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video today, please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, come join the Curseborn Discord, link in the description of all my videos. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care and peace.